Fire and welcome back to Conan Exiles. Today we're going to be looking at the Lost Dungeon set. This is a new set in the bazaar, so we're going to be doing a little preview of it, see if you like it or not, because what you can see on the bazaar page is not very, well, it doesn't give you a good idea of what you're actually getting with this set. So hopefully this video will help you in regards to that. This set costs about 840 crumb coins, which comes to about a fiver, maybe a little less or a little more, but you can buy it with the lowest package of crumb coins if you want to. And upon purchasing it, you should now have it as a build option on your build hammer. So going down the list, you can see we have Lost Dungeon. Comes with a ceiling, ceiling frame, dungeon door frame, foundation, another frame, and a wall. So let's get this out. This is like a foundational set from what I have heard, so it's like exactly, well, the walls are foundations, the floors are foundations, the ceiling is kind of like foundations. So far it looks very cool. Let's just make a little grid here so you guys can see how it's gonna look like. Alright, I've laid out a decent floor. Now let's hit it with a wall, I suppose, or a door. Actually, that's a great idea. So as you can see, yes, it's exactly a foundation wide. So you go for it. Actually, that's really neat. You go for it. Big old door frame. That's really cool, I'm not gonna lie. And then if you wanted a window or something, we'll pop that up and see if we can get it. That's also a big hole, actually. Let's have a look. That goes through the foundation. These are thick walls. You want to keep all your prisoners in. So that's how this goes. And then you can look out and you'll be like, oh, so far away from freedom. Next up is the door, which we could place there. You can't seem to place another version on this end, only here. And now we have those down, I'm going to wall off the rest of it so you can kind of see how the ceiling goes. So now we have this little hole. We can see about adding some ceilings, and there's also a ceiling frame which you can use for a very cool purpose here. So if we rotate them around and add them together, we just keep rotating and then add one here, you can have a little look down. So there's a little grate here. It's not a door, it's just something you can look through and see the people below and be like, ha ha ha. The only thing that bothers me with this is it doesn't seem to match up with this, but let me just see if we can put some ceiling in. So yeah, we have the ceiling here, so probably the idea actually with this is you'd have your walls and then you would want to put your ceiling up here. And here we go, here's a little roof design. So I've got these little ones here, and then I've got this big hole here. And yeah, the roof looks nice like that, but yeah, you can mix it up with the walls if you want to. And then if you do it on the ceiling, you do tend to get this little lip here, as you can see, this little bit of bordered of wood. Don't quite get why, but it works, I suppose. And that is your dungeon. You can have a giant block. So we'll enter the dungeon. It's very dingy, very dungeon-esque. I imagine maybe you could make this into your treasure room. Who knows? You could put this underneath your house or something, like a deep, dark tunnel or something. You could actually, yeah, you could make a big tunnel if you just use these as well. Using the door frames, you could just make a huge tunnel, make a little dungeon or something, and then put your nice fancy house on top of this as the base. So that is the Lost Dungeon set. I hope you enjoyed the little showcase here, and it showed you all the bits and bobs that come with the set. I don't think we've received anything quite like this in Conan building wise so far, so it's actually quite neat, and I really do like the mouldy, wet looking texture that these walls and ceilings have, and these grates. I only wish with some of these newer building sets that they had more bits to them, like maybe we could have some shackles on the walls, handcuffs or something in the dungeon, you know, dungeon things. And some hanging skeletons to go with it. That would go really nicely. But apart from that, works out how it does. And yeah, thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.